What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sticks, and I'm back with a reaction video. Hey, check this out. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, be a real one. Hit that like button. You want to be a part of the come up? Hit that subscribe button. On this channel, I do everything prison and crime related. Now, you might notice my videos are bouncing around, but that's because I'm just starting this channel and I want to find out what people want me to react to. So far, my most viewed video is on a pedophile minor mouse. And I'll be damned if I make a channel off of that dude. I don't even like talking about that guy. So, here we are. Gotta try something different. Now this is Chilling Scares right here. Home invasions. And before we start this video, the first thing I'm going to say to everybody out there, especially if you're a single mom, but this goes out to everybody. Get yourself some protection. You do not want to be caught in the middle of the night waiting for the police when somebody's trying to come into your house. Let's go.
In September of 2017, the owners of a home near Las Vegas would begin to notice suspicious charges to their credit cards. Upon further inspection, they would confirm that they 100% did not make these purchases. Now, the couple did lose a purse containing multiple cards a few days prior, but they had just assumed they misplaced it somewhere around the house. Obviously, now seeing recent activity on the cards, they realized this was not the case. At some point, the purse had to have been stolen. They began reviewing home security camera footage to pinpoint when exactly they left the house with the purse and unknowingly didn't come back with it. But oddly, they would find that at no point did they return home without the purse. This would cause them to take a deeper look at the footage, practically analyzing everything hour by hour. And after a while, this was the footage they were met with.
Damn. Hold on. He's creeping around the house and there's somebody sleeping right there on the couch? This one is crazy for real. Could you imagine that? Be sleeping on your couch? Why? Somebody's creeping around your house? Not knowing their intentions? This guy could have just walked up, easily killed that person sleeping right there. Because check this out. If they're crazy enough to come in your house at nighttime, knowing more than likely somebody's in there, I guarantee you they have a weapon or they're just all the way gone. For real. Now, most people would wait for the homeowner to go to work or the house wasn't occupied, then come in, do what you got to do. This guy is doing it in the middle of the night while they're in there sleeping. That shit is creepy as hell. Let's go.
Two men would enter the house by climbing a back wall to get into the backyard, and from there simply walk through the back door to the house, which was unknowingly left unlocked by the homeowners. They would then silently creep into the kitchen and steal multiple valuables, one of which was...
Alright, I don't know when this video came out. Man, I really don't care when this video came out. Why are you leaving your back door unlocked? For real. Like, you shouldn't even leave your car unlocked while going into the gas station. Let alone leave your back door unlocked while you're in there sleeping? Damn, you're just asking for something bad to happen. Now, I try not to pre-watch these videos because I want to give a live reaction to it. So hopefully, they just take what they want and get out of there. Let's go.
the purse. Most disturbing, though, is the fact that not only were the homeowners in the house while this took place, but they were sleeping on their living room couch only a few feet away. And judging by the way the two men were walking around the kitchen, it's clear they were aware of this. Would the homeowners have woken up during this? And it's possible things could have ended a lot worse than just a few stolen items.
Facts.
The two responsible for the burglary have yet to be identified by police.
That's crazy.
Jerome Kennedy and his wife were homeowners in Pittsburgh. They were your everyday average family. However, in July of 2017, the couple would start to hear strange noises coming from their attic during the night, like enough to wake them up. At first, they would ignore it. But over the next couple of nights, in addition to the noises, they would now also see a light shining in through a pipe. This would push Jerome to call the police. He believed his neighbor, who he shared an adjoining wall with, was responsible. But when police went over to question his neighbor, he would deny everything. And because Jerome didn't have any proof, police couldn't really do anything. But still believing his...
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Even if you do have a gun or some sort of protection, if you're not under attack or under a threat at that immediate minute, yeah, go ahead and call the cops. Let them deal with it. You don't need to put yourself in harm's way over somebody crawling around in your attic. Now, they're in your house? That's a different story. Had he came down from the attic? You better have something. I'm telling you. This happens way too often nowadays. Way too often.
Neighbor was responsible. Jerome would manually set up a camera in his attic to get proof. Or at the very least, to see what was actually happening. That night, Jerome and his wife would not wake up to any noises. But Jerome would decide to review the footage anyway. And this is the sight he was met with.
Hell no. I don't know if it's just the cameras putting it on or what, but that dude looks fucked up for real, like ghostly and shit. Hell nah, I would not want to look up in the attic and see no guy like that, for real. He looks like a sicko. Now, I don't like judging a book by its cover, but hey, he's crawling around the attic in the middle of the night. This is a weirdo. Let's go. Hell no.
Jerome's suspicions were correct. His neighbor, Robert Havrilla, can be seen crawling around the attic with a power drill. Seeing this, Jerome would once again call the police. Now that he had video evidence to show them, his neighbor Robert would promptly be arrested. It was later discovered that Robert had made a removable wall to gain access to their attic. And under the attic, multiple holes were found drilled into the shared brick wall between the two houses. This evidence, along with the disturbing footage itself, would ultimately get Robert Havrilla charged with stalking and trespassing.
Damn, it was their neighbor the whole time. That's crazy. Just the thought that you're living around somebody that's capable of this type of shit. He drilled holes. This dude's a straight sicko, for real.
Listen, I'm super excited to show you what I built it.
On a day in October of 2021, a mother named Keen Winchester and her 2-year-old son were home alone. The day started out like usual, but later on this would change. She would begin to hear banging on her front door, followed by a male voice yelling for help. Naturally, she would go up to her front door to see who it was. But she didn't recognize the man, so she decided to ignore it. Over time, the banging and yelling would only grow louder. It got to the point where it was clear the man was no longer simply trying to get the homeowner's attention, rather, he was genuinely trying to break into the house. In response, the mother would grab her 2-year-old son and barricade themselves in an upstairs bathroom. Horrifyingly, while they were hiding, they would begin to hear actual glass shattering. The man had broken into the house, all of which was captured by one of the home's security cameras.
Damn, he was beating on the door. Couldn't get through the door. So he busted out the window. And he's out there looking like A zombie, something from the Night of the Living Dead. I'm telling you, this is that drug activity right here. This is that water, that PCP, that makes people do stupid shit. You see the way he was moving all weird and shit? Night of the Living Dead. Damn, let's go. Look at him. Yup. Straight zombie. Damn. Look at him. He's just climbing through the glass and everything. This guy right here. Hey, that's the drugs. I'm telling you. This one right, the other ones, they were just sickos. This right here is some type of weird ass bath salt shit, for real. This is what people do when they overdo it on the bath salts. Let's go.
The man was able to use a piece of firewood to shatter one of the windows. From there, he would dive headfirst into the house. As soon as she heard shattering glass, the mother would desperately call the police, explaining the situation she was now in. It would take the police a total of 10 minutes to respond. During that time, however, the intruder was unable to locate where the mother and her 2-year-old son were hiding. When the police finally did arrive, the man would be arrested and later hospitalized.
It took the police 10 minutes to respond to that call after he got in the house. A mother and her child was hiding. This is what I'm talking about. Like, at least have something where you can protect yourself. This is a single mom with a kid. Like I said, that's an easy target. Everybody knows. And this guy is clearly on some shit. Don't care about nothing. His shirt's on button. He's climbing through glass. Let's go.
For cuts he received while climbing through the window. It's still unclear why the man did it. He had no connections with any of the homeowners. Police believe this was the result of him being under the influence of something, but what exactly is never made clear.
Bath salt.
It's also not clear what he would have done had he actually found the mother and her 2-year-old son.
Ate their face. Psh. Crazy.
Way back in November of 2009, a man named Joe Cummings lived in a small New York apartment. He would suddenly start to notice food disappearing from his fridge and pantry that he knew for a fact he himself was not eating. After this went on for a while, he finally confronted his girlfriend about it. But oddly, she would deny eating any of his food. Not believing her, Joe decided to set up a camera overnight so that he could catch her in the act and confront her with the evidence. However,
he said he confronted his girlfriend about eating up all the snacks, and she denied it. So he set up a camera to catch her eating all the snacks so he could confront her about it. What type of relationship do they have where he doesn't even believe she's not sneaking downstairs in the night eating the snacks? What is going on here? Let's go.
when Joe woke up the next morning and reviewed the footage, he would be met with something pretty horrifying.
Raccoon or something. What? Did that person just appear out of nowhere? Oh, hell no, it's the Grudge. What?
An unknown woman who was not Joe's girlfriend can be seen climbing down from what Joe claims is a storage area in his apartment that has no connection to any outside ventilation or anything of the like. She would then walk over to the fridge and pantry and begin eating different foods, drinking milk, etc. That's when...
So this girl is finding a way into his house so she could eat cookies and milk throughout the night? Is this shit for real? People's breaking into people's houses to eat their snack cakes, the Little Debbies and shit? And wash it down with milk? This lady looked like The Ring or The Grudge or something. You see how she had her hair hanging down? Appeared out of nowhere too. I thought they were getting ready to show like an animal, a raccoon or something. I was not ready for that. Let's go.
Joe would actually come out of his bedroom, forcing the woman to quickly find a hiding spot. Once Joe went back, she could be seen gathering up some more food before retreating back into the storage area.
Damn, he came out of his room, forcing her to hide. That would have been something fucked up to stumble across. Then when he goes back in his room, she grabs the rest of the cookies and milk and just goes back up into the attic? Come on. He doesn't even know. She's standing on the table, getting up in the attic.
When Joe reviewed the footage the next morning, he immediately called the police. When the police arrived, they would take the woman out of the storage area and arrest her.
I bet when he saw that footage and knew he was just a couple feet away from this, whatever this lady is, he was probably tripping. And then she just comes right back out, finishes doing what she's doing, and goes back up into the attic like a secluded ass roommate or something that doesn't pay for nothing. Huh, let's go.
It's unknown how she got in the apartment, but because he's on the top floor of his apartment building, Joe believes she could have gotten in through a fire escape which was located on the ceiling. Police would guess that the woman had been living in the storage area for a couple of weeks, with plans to eventually rob Joe. But whether or not these were actually her motives would never be confirmed.
Looks like her motive was to go get something to eat. Damn, they should have just left food out for her like a little animal, a cat or something. Left some cookies and milk out for her like, stay the hell out of my house. That's crazy. It almost makes you feel bad. Like, who's gonna do all this just to eat some food? I mean, you should never break into somebody's house, but you're that hungry? Let's go. We're back.
In 2016, a couple of homeowners in Australia would notice a strange man on their home security cameras walking around their property. At first, it was assumed it was someone they knew stopping by, but this theory was quickly discarded when the man began to crouch down and creep around the property, clearly as if he knew he wasn't supposed to be there.
Is he wearing sandals or some type of big foot or something in case they was to see his footprint? Do you see his feet? They were like unusually large. What is going on in this video? What am I watching? Let's go.
At one point, he can even be seen hiding behind a parked truck so that a passing car wouldn't be able to spot him. This would, of course, be a shocking discovery for the homeowners, and it made them question whether this was the first time the man had creeped around their property. In fact, the homeowners would actually go back and check previous footage to see if they could find any other occurrences. It turns
Now that's a pretty clear picture of this guy, right? They should be able to identify this man by this camera right here. That's a pretty clear security camera. You can see his little beard and all. Let's see what happens. Come on.
Doubt they would find another. It happened a few days prior. This time, the man was looking in through a back door of the house with a flashlight.
See? I promise you, you come to my house like this, if you make it past my dogs, I will have something for you. Now, big salute for the security cameras, but these people need to get some dogs and definitely get some home protection, because nobody would be sneaking around in my kitchen or outside of my house. As soon as my dogs hear something, they're on it. They're on it immediately, which will give me enough time to arm myself and go see what's going on. It's really important nowadays to lock the doors, lock the windows, because there's all type of zombie land drug addicts running around out here, not giving a fuck about nothing. Everybody wants money and nobody wants to work for it. That's the problem. They want to take from the people that work, the people that earn that check. They don't do shit but sit around and like play video games and eat their boogers, shit like that, and then want to steal from the working man. Well, guess what? I got something for you. No doubt about it. Let's go. That's creepy as shit.
What exactly this man is doing, or what he had planned, is unknown. The homeowners would notify the police about the situation, but they couldn't identify the man, so there wasn't really much they could do.
Damn.
At least according to what's been documented, the man would not be seen on the property again. This footage was taken in New Jersey. A mother and her two daughters were home alone at night. The home they lived in was 2 stories. The 3 of them were all upstairs. That's when the mother would begin to hear strange noises.
A mother and her kids, once again, being targeted, got this bath salt sniffer roaming around in their house. Damn, let's go.
Is coming from downstairs. No one was supposed to be down there, so a little concerned, the mother would check the home security cameras on her phone. This is the sight she was met with. A man who she'd never seen before could quite clearly be seen walking around the first floor of her house. Right when she saw this, she would silently barricade herself and her 2 daughters in an upstairs bathroom. Then she would call the police. However, the police would take a while to respond, leaving her and her 2 daughters to basically just sit there watching this man through the house's security cameras, praying he wouldn't come upstairs. Fortunately, the man would not end up going upstairs. In fact, when the police finally did arrive, the man was gone. Though his intents were clear. He had left with multiple valuables. At one point in the video, you can even see him carrying the homeowner's purse. But as far as if he had gone upstairs and found the homeowners, there's no way to tell what he would have done had this happened.
Man, that's exactly right. Had he gone upstairs, hard telling what would have happened. You see this man with his mouth all hanging open, just slowly walking around like he's lost, because he is. He's in somebody else's house. But look, when you got that protection with you, you can handle it. But the thing about it is, I'm just thankful the common thing throughout this whole video is nobody got hurt. That's the most important thing. They got the first step right, okay? They got the cameras. But all that leaving your door unlocked and giving these people access to be able to get into your house, that's a flag on the field. For real, that's a penalty. And you don't want to have to pay for those type of penalties. It could cost you your life. No doubt about it. Because when they're coming in these houses, knowing it's the middle of the night, people are in there, you can guarantee they're thinking, I'm not going to let them see my face. And if they do, what then? You know what I'm saying? What then? These guys are clearly out looking for valuables so they could feed their drug addiction. That's what it is, because normal people don't creep through people's houses in the middle of the night. They just don't. But look, let me know how you guys like this video. We could do more of these. We could do whatever. Like I said, let me know. But just give me some feedback. And to the people that's already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Everybody that's leaving these comments, good or bad, I appreciate it. I really do. But look, until next time, hold your head. Stay out of prison.